The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a prequel film. Now this one I didn't get to watch in theaters because I just heard mixed things. But overall, this movie's a really robust directed film. It's definitely for hardcore fans. It's based off the book by the author, so this feels like, however, supplemental material. It doesn't feel like a must-read book or must-watch movie, but it is well directed and acted. This one is about Coriolanus Snow. Before he was president of Pan Am, he was a young man with lofty ideals, trying to get money by having good grades at like a sort of school. So it has a kind of young adult novel, kind of academia feel. However, they're about to have the 10th Hunger Games, and people aren't watching because they don't like the brutality. We get to see a sort of stripped down Pan Am. Instead of large giant screens, it's like shitty drones, analog TVs. Technology isn't quite there yet, and people don't like the Hunger Games because it's just brutality. It's just throwing a bunch of children in a small arena, maybe a couple monsters, some bees or something, a couple of blunt objects. There's no strategy, there's no finesse to it. And Coriolanus comes up with some stuff in school to impress. There's the dean, and then there's the game maker, wonderfully played by Viola Davis. She's like chewing scenery, she's great. Peter Dinklage is okay. He's just playing like a drunk or something, and that could have been played by anyone. But strong cast. Rachel Zegler is kind of weird. She's playing like this sort of southern twang kind of country star singer kind of role, and it's fine, I guess. But after about the third, fourth song, I got sick of the songs. And of course, the biggest complaint for me is the last third act is like super rushed. I think a lot of people have the same sort of complaint, but that's probably because the book is like that too. The book sort of has to like tie up all loose ends, and it's very underwhelming in terms of story because we've spent a good 2 hours basically like developing these characters. Coriolanus is paired up with Lucy Gray Baird. She's the singer. She's almost like a singing traveling gypsy of sorts, because she travels with a family, and she ended up in 12 but got reaped because of corruption. That's something that's not quite explored too much in the film, her being reaped. Maybe the mayor did it to her because the mayor's daughter doesn't like her, but there's some strategy stuff going on. I like the middle section with the Hunger Games. It's really brutal and awesome. Everyone likes the Hunger Games parts of the Hunger Games movies. However, the third act, tries to move on to more political stuff, and very rushed, and the fates of some characters are left kind of unknown, and it just feels a little unearned. So overall, it's pretty. I enjoyed it for the ride. I enjoyed the movie for the most part. Last 30% of the film was just a little bit rushed. And it was all right. So I give the Hunger Games prequel movie a 6.5 out of 10.